some challenges and opportunities.
Great. Thank you. I'll introduce Jackie Robertson, who will just take you through some of those challenges and opportunities.
We all don't know how to use
Just hit enter.
What do I do?
Enter.
Easy.
I've got the good one. I've only got one slide. Can you hear me? I guess one of the things that's really exciting about working on projects like this with such a dedicated team of people at the board at the Braemar is that they think of everything, and they've gone through and done a lot of reports, as Peter has been talking about. And one of the things they also do is look at what the challenges might be for the project and what opportunities there might be. And I think Peter's kind of covered some of those in talking about the reports. But some of the things that have come up are to do with, the change of zoning from agricultural, as Peter said, to a different kind of zone for school. Along with that, or to balance that, we've been talking about the idea of farm-to-plate link with local producers. Again, that links to the past, to it being farmland, and that it complements an environment, a school environment that's in an agricultural setting. So young people that are in the area can learn about agricultural and growing their own food and eating their own food. Amadas has got some really amazing examples of how that has worked in city environments. There's also a local economic benefit for Woodend and the region, so that people can, come to the school will act like an attractor and bring people into the area by bringing children into the area. People come along and buy their goods and so forth here. One of the challenges was also that the board came up with is ensuring the sustainability of surrounding schools. And they've talked a lot about how the schools might actually share the facilities. Maybe there's some sporting facilities that people could share. And, when there are opportunities for working together to put in funding, to see if we can get funding for sporting facilities. There's also the challenge of the Villawood, which I think might get Peter to talk about. Would you want to do that?
Yes, thank you, Jackie. I'd like to articulate Villawood. Now, if any of you have been keeping track of our proposal, you'd be aware that there is a developer in Melbourne called Villawood, and they hold 350 acres of the Davies Hill farm in Woodend. Now, I'd like to make very clear and place it on the public record the following. The college is completely independent from the developer. We've acquired 50 acres of land from them. We approached them in regard to the purchase of that land. We've master planned this site in isolation from them. They've had no input into the way in which we've master planned this site or how we look to use it. Nor have they approached me to give input. What they're looking to do on that land, I cannot articulate. Because to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you exactly what they're planning to do, because we are working independently from them. The view of the Villawood proposal is one that really is for the local community. I'd imagine at some point, and I couldn't tell you when because I simply don't know, they will come forward and they will present a proposal to the local community. Whether it gets up or doesn't depends on your view of the proposal, in essence. But do understand that what we're looking to do is independent from them. We are so rigorous here in regard to wanting to be independent that we've ensured that we've used different town planners, different consultants, and that's the way we've approached it, right from the beginning. We are an independent entity. It would be completely inappropriate for the college to have a developer give input in regard to the way in which we want to develop the site and how we look to have that site unfold over its first 10, 15, 20 years. So please do understand that. I'm placing that on the public record. I do understand there's conversations in the area that in fact we have a direct association with them. That's false. We are independent.
I think that's a really good summary. I guess some of the other challenges we've talked about is a development of open space with the fauna and flora and the rural character of the site. To offset that, the idea of developing a facility that is really world class in terms of being sustainable is a really great opportunity for Woodend to say that they have a facility that can actually be held up as an example of a great sustainable facility. And I think Woodend being able to talk about that is a fantastic thing. There's also the environmental impact of expanding the current site, which obviously that would have a greater impact than picking another site. So again, there's more opportunities than there are challenges. There's also the challenge of the golf course hill being defaced, but again, there's been so much work and thought put into how much to enhancing the existing vegetation and growing more vegetation on the site. That again, there's more opportunities than there are challenges. And I think Peter's already talked about the legless lizard, and you know, again, as much care has gone into thinking about that and how we could progress if the legless lizard is in fact in the area. So tonight, part of your why we're having this evening is so that you get to actually present some of the ideas that you have about opportunities there might be, and also to talk about some of the challenges and how you might discuss those or address them. So I'll pass back to Sheila.
I think